I'm going to sing this song, and I have to tell you that I see the convergence of something really important. Rotary, as I've come to know you through my contact, which started 10 years ago in San Diego and continues now to the point that I've been made an honorary Rotarian, it makes me think in terms of the welfare and the ongoing welfare and legacy of Rotary. And what I do know is that in the time in which we live, the overall dominance of giving has become shrouded in certain ways by a kind of a desire to acquire, a greediness and a narcissism that is a kind of an illness, I think. And it is the antithesis of what Rotary is about. And one has to say, then how does the wonderful work of Rotary continue, and how does it continue to recruit people despite the diminishing number of people who might think as Rotarians do? And I'm going to address that in a moment, but first I'm going to sing the song that really propelled me on the journey for almost 20 years and brings me here now. This is called Don't Laugh at Me, written by Steve Seskin and Alan Shamlin. I'm a little boy with glasses, the one they call a geek. A little girl who never smiles, 'cause I got braces on my teeth. And I know how it feels to cry myself to sleep. I'm the kid on every playground, the one that's chosen last. A single teenage mother trying to overcome my past. You don't have to be my friend, but is it too much to ask? Don't laugh at me, don't call me names, don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. The beggar on the corner, you passed me on the street. I wouldn't be out here begging if I had enough to eat. Don't think I don't notice that our eyes never meet. Don't laugh at me, don't call me names, don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. I'm fat, I'm thin, I'm short, I'm tall, I'm deaf, I'm blind. Hey, aren't we all? Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't think it's funny that I'm sitting here on the edge of the school playground crying. I've been humiliated and called names and punched and bullied every day on the way to school. And I can't do my homework. I can't sleep at night. I'm so frightened to go to school. I wish I didn't have to come to school. I think I should change schools, because if I continue to live like this, it's going to be deep in my heart, and it could turn into a desire for retribution, which is very possibly what happened to Adam Lanza in Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown, who was bullied in that school. I don't know how this has happened. How did we get to treat each other like this? I know what the Anti-Defamation League says. It says it's called the pyramid of hate that starts with kids saying, oh, get out of here. You're the wrong color. You're ugly. You're stupid. You're a Jew. You're gay. And builds to bias and prejudice, hatred, hate-killing, war, and genocide. If we wanted to stop this cycle, if we want this cycle to stop, we have to stop it right there where those Interact kids are working with those children, and give them a sense that their value doesn't come from intimidating others, but embracing others. Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Try singing it with me. I'll give you the words as we go. Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure. Don't get your pleasure from my pain. From my pain in God's eyes. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. I'm black, I'm white, and I am brown. I'm Jewish, I'm Christian, I'm Muslim, I'm Buddhist. I was born in Sarajevo, I was born in Kosovo, I was born in Northern Ireland, I was born in Africa. I'm Hutu, I'm Tutsi, I'm gay, I'm lesbian, I'm American Indian. I'm very, very young, I'm quite Asian. Born in Iraq and Afghanistan, born in the Sudan, Mexico, Canada, the United States of America. I'm very wealthy, I'm very, very poor. Please be kind to me, please be my friend. Please accept me just the way I am. No one should be left out. We all should be included. Someday, we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. Now with me. Don't laugh at me, don't call me names, don't call me, don't get your pleasure, don't get your pleasure from my pain in God's eyes, in God's eyes, we're all the same, someday we'll all have perfect wings, don't laugh at me. When the Peaceful Schools program, which is unique, it is the only program where, yes, we're now in 22,000 schools in America, but what has been developed here is unique, because what it does is it takes teenagers and they become role models for the little kids. If you've got little kids, and some of you might, you know that the mean-spiritedness does not start in the 3rd grade anymore. It starts right away in 1st grade and even younger. It's a disease. It's out there. And when you go into those classrooms, and what they do is they read stories that have ethical implications, and then they talk about what the issue is, and then they apply the 4-way test. And then they sing, don't laugh at me. And then there are other things that they do, but that's the basic premise of it. And what happens is this, and this is what I was referring to when I was saying, I'm thinking about the legacy of of Rotary. I'm now a Rotarian, I get to do that. So, if we want young people to grow up with that ethos, then, and their eyes are opened to the gifts of giving and helping and healing in those high school years, they have already become leaders in the very same sense that you are and those who came before you. So this becomes a way of feeding the population of caring, giving peoples, not by simply opening the doors, but by nurturing that development ourselves. And my hope is that that will go not only throughout the United States, but throughout the world. It's needed. And I'm honored to see this connection, because if Rotary can be the initiative pulse of bringing this sense of service and love through its own efforts in this way, what an incredible legacy for you here in Colorado to have initiated. Now, the person on whose shoulders much of this rests, there are several, but the person who's really been a steadfast nuts about it, the way I became nuts about Operation Respect is Carol Baumbush. But talking to Carol, what she needs, there are administrative things to do to interact with the schools and put these pieces together, and then as we're expanding the program, she needs others of you to say, you know, Carol, I'm there, you tell me what to do. But for those of you who have this and say, I want to become part of the group that it allows this to become a flagship of Rotary's efforts. And I've watched, she created it with her colleagues. So I'm urging you. Now I can do it as a Rotarian. So, I'm no longer just a guest. Tell Carol, please allow me to help in this. There are other ways. If you are in other areas of Denver, adopt these schools. The schools want it. You're giving them a gift. It's already proved itself. Take it there. You will have help. You have a model that works. Make sure that it spreads. And then when I come back down and I talk to you either here or at one of your other, I've been already invited, and I said most probably yes, I will be there. This is my legacy too.
I'm a little boy with glasses, the one they call a geek. A little girl who never smiles, 'cause I've got braces on my teeth. And I know how it feels to cry myself to sleep. I'm that kid on every playground that's always chosen last. I'll sing